see flexing, see enjoyment. This one is not a seemingly group of fraud, group of rubbish. This is confirmed product and marketing. This is not some froster sitting somewhere, putting on a t-shirt. If it is not Ashiwaju baby, it will be a seemingly group of whatever. They say they have properties all over the world, US, Europe, Nigeria, Africa, wherever. This is confirmed. She is shining. And from a reliable source, Edochie is so frustrated, is so bitter, is so angry with himself. To him, he just cannot come to that realization. He cannot just be humble enough to publicly say, I messed up, I made a mistake. This is not what I wanted, this is not what I planned for. He knows that success has left him. He has to work really hard and pray for grace. And grace is not for everyone, as you all know. Grace is not for everybody. And there is something called measure of grace. It means it has ml, it has liter. There is a quantity to it. There is a measurement to grace. Everyone does not carry the grace that I'm talking about equally. Grace. This is what we are seeing in the life of May. She is shining. She is actually hitting it as it should be. But unfortunately, Edochie, he decided to take the route that he took, and right now we both can see. I mean, you listening, we all can see how glorious, prosperous one person is, and what and how the other person is living fake life, trying to act like everything is fine. He thought that to his gullible fans, he thought saying that he's in Abuja means that life has started. How can you be in Abuja when you do not have an appointment in government? You are not even maybe a special advisor to one of those low-level minister. We don't even have a low-level minister, but let's assume a minister that is not appointed into a juicy position, if you know what I mean. Normally it should be normal standard, but in Nigeria, your ministerial position, the particular portfolio that you are given determines how much you can steal. So Edochie, he's got no portfolio. The only reason he went to Abuja is because they asked for people who would do sit-in, people who sit at the tribunal. Back then, when the tribunal was going to finalize Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president, and Peter Obi Atiku, and all of those people, that was the only time he was called to sit. Like, not really the president calling him. I mean, the APC people, they just said, okay, you know what? Since you want to be part of politics, just come and sit. He sat down there, and he wants us to believe that he has moved to Abuja now. He is now the Abuja man. As if moving to Abuja qualifies you to take like that, as if that is what has been requested. Come to Abuja and that's all your sins will be forgiven. Well, unfortunately for him, it is not so. So May Edochie is the one that is shining from her trip abroad. It cost a lot of money, and she didn't just go there to spend money alone. She went there to make money, endorsement and recognition. That's what she went there for. And now she's back again, and she's showing to whoever out there, I have my product. I am also marketing for the brand that I'm representing, and I'm doing what I need to do. You see, now look at her. Like I was saying yesterday, if you were on this channel, I said there is something called second-hand value. Not everybody has second-hand value. And what do I mean? If you've gone through years, if you've given birth to children, you've done some, it's not all women that have second-hand value. There are some women, when you look at them, you'll be like, now wow, how old are you? You'll be like, how many children do you have? Because they look spent out. Like, they are just not there anymore. When you see some of them, they are not even married, they don't have children. You ask, what about children? And you say, no, I don't even have any child. But you look like a married woman. You look like a woman who already has children. And there are some women, even though they have more than 2-3 children, and you look at them, you will just be like, madam, are you married, or you are not yet married? Because you are not too sure. That's called second-hand value. It's second-hand value. There are people who have second value. When you still see them, they are still standing. Everything is still there. Everything is still positioned right. That's the type of person that May is. Look at Grace. Not because she's slim. Do not look at the slim thing. No, it's not about the slim thing. You could be extra and all of that and still have second-hand value. So it's not about the body size that we are talking about here, but I'm talking about how she has. Look at her at the pool, presenting herself without any filter or without anything covering it. Yeah, everything is just there. When you look, you know that yes, this is something. You Edochie, I'm sorry for you. At least not someone that is full of drama and someone that has become a liability on you. You yourself, you have not even finished sorting yourself out. You are now putting upon yourself somebody that will cause you more headache. I don't know, maybe you just wanted, like I said, you just wanted to have the slim and the plumpy. If that is the case, it's all right. Don't come up with because I don't think no one is seeing Judy Austin as a woman who is quiet, who is calm and all of that. I don't know. She seems to be that kind of aggressive person. If you look at the way she presents herself, I don't really know what Julia Edochie is going to say. Is it that May is more aggressive? She's quiet, she doesn't speak, but she's aggressive. There are ways she does things and you felt threatened, or is it that I just really don't know, because Julia Edochie came up with this and nobody knows what he's going through. Of course, nobody will know. Nobody will really know. For us to say we know, we are fooling ourselves. We didn't live with both of you. Relatives, family members might know few things here and there. But then, at times, when you hear people say things, because you are complaining about it, because you are talking about, does not mean that they are right or they are saying the truth of the truth. You know what I mean by the truth of the truth? Someone wants to take advantage of the other person, and the other one does not want it. The other one is rejecting it, saying, no, I'm not going to be bullied in this marriage and all of that. And you now feel bad because the other person has not allowed you to bully her. You see what I mean? So we live in a world where people see through different lenses, and they begin to tell you that, oh, why? Because you have not permitted them to take advantage of you. And they will say, oh, do you know what I was going through? And all of those narrative and rants that come out from their mouth. So we cannot just say someone is complaining, someone is saying this, do you know the reason why I had to do what I did? And this dude can just be making up this story. So it will appear like there was something going on, and that is what prompted, rather than him saying, look, I was on set, I saw this lousy lady, or I saw a lady that I felt I liked or wanted or whatever, and we were doing our thing behind the scene and it became what it is. Instead of him to come out and say the truth, like, I made a mistake. Well, at times there are some mistakes that you make, you stand by it. It's okay if you want polygamy, but the way you handled it, you made it look like your previous marriage, I mean, your wife is bullshit, she offended you, she did some terrible things, and you say she's a good woman. It's not like you are just talking, spitting a lot of things. But now look at her, she's shining. She's shining. The day she decides to show the face of a man, I mean, like the new person she's with and all of that, that day it will shock you. Maybe she's just making sure that all of the divorce things are finally totally, like, everything is cleaned, because family members are still talking to her, they are still trying to speak to her about it. Maybe she's waiting on the day you will tell the world that you are no longer interested in Judy Austin, not secret, like you are publicly going to address it yourself, like, I am done with Judy Austin, I'm no more, I am coming back home. Maybe that's what she's waiting for. But as it is, I don't even think she will accept anymore. Like, the deed has been done. If you did not lose Kambili Chuku, maybe you guys will be able to find a way out of it. And it's going to be tough on you, because every little thing should be suspicious. You guys will not be able to live that happy, fulfilled life like before. Let's say before you had problems. Now you're going to have more problems. So it's just something that is not going to work. Not going to work. That's it. Maybe marriage counseling? I don't know. It's just not going to work. But then, let us still be hopeful. I mean, let us see how things will play out to be. That's what I mean. Let us see how things will play out to be. Right now, we can see the success of May. What are your own thoughts as regards this one? Drop your comment, like, and share. See you in the next update.